All right, now let's talk about the journal and the journal entries. So first, the journal is the site that holds the information from your interactions with Rabbit R1. The link for the journal is whole.rabbit.tech, and you can do the slash journal if you want, but it actually, both of those go to the same site. And then, so this site, or this particular page for the Rabbit Hole Journal, shows you all your interactions, and you can click on a month, a date, and you can get detailed information of what you asked. And then so on mine, I started using the R1 on May 2nd, 2024, and I've been using it since then, and today is June 15th, so this 40 some days, and I have 1,561 journal entries. So if you look at it though, so let me go back up top. And then so if you look at it, you can scroll your mouse over and it'll tell you the date. So I'll use this one, June 14th, and it'll tell you how many journal entries. And so since today is the 15th and I already have 46 journal entries, let me click on this. All right, so when you see white, those are regular entries, and then you see a little circle, not much else there. There's no symbol. But when you see white, this is basically kind of a regular entry, and they're mostly when you ask questions, and typically you have not really used the vision option. So if I click on this, so what is the answer? I think I was asking it for the average number of entries for me when I asked this. So I was asking it to do a math problem, and it's indicating that I'm probably doing 1.46 entries an hour. And then so if I go down here and I scroll down to my early morning, let's see, I'm gonna find one. I actually had fun this morning, so let me see if I can see it. So here, I'll click on this one. So I have Hey Roger. And so Roger's the name of my Rabbit R1. You can name your device anything you want. And then you can also tell it what your name is. Okay, so you can tell right here that there is some challenges with it understanding exactly what I'm saying, because I think here I actually said info stealer. And so maybe I stumbled or something. But anyway, so I asked it a question and it actually answered it. And so the answer is here. And then you can download it or you can trash it. And so you see the question that you spoke or you requested. You see the date and the time. And the cool thing about this is you can actually kind of determine if it's really understanding you, and or is it having problems understanding you. So don't forget that that's actually probably something that you, if you have time, you can look at. So the next, what I call basic one, is the vision. And so vision is green. And if you look, it has a little symbol, and I guess this little symbol is a little square with a dot, maybe an eyeball, and it represents taking a picture with the camera. And then so here it says created on road drops via voice prompt, and it says, hey, happy. And down here it does a description of what it provided or what it saw. So there's a white dog in the image sitting on a brick walkway in front of a brick building. The dog has a collar on and appears to be happy and smiling. There's some plants and bushes visible in the background, and even though you don't see them, that's one of the things that I've noticed, is that the camera seems to see more than the picture that it provides. So if I expand this a little bit, you still don't see the bushes and the plants, but there were definitely bushes and plants. You can also download the image, and I do download quite a few, not all of them, or you can delete it if you don't want it. And now, so I usually do the vision entries. I like to take pictures, and then I also like to follow up with the magic camera. And so the magic camera entries are blue, and then there's a little icon that it almost reminds me of an Instagram image, but it looks like an upload image. And so let's click on that. And so this is the magic camera, and now here's the cool thing. This is actually resembling or immediately after I took my vision camera. So I did this, and when you do magic camera, it occurs when you choose to hold the button for a bit, and after you do the double tap to get to the vision mode. Okay, this will activate the magic camera, and you will get a super fun image of whatever you captured. Yes, you have to go to the journal to see the artistic rendering. If you like this feature, you learn quickly to take a regular picture like I did, and then and then follow up with the magic camera picture. This gives you the opportunity to compare the images and a way to document what you're doing. The other thing that I learned is when you do this, and actually when you try to do just a vision, if you do the vision and you don't say anything, sometimes it just defaults to magic camera. So it's kind of a feel, but it is a lot of fun to do this, and you will see a little bunny or rabbit in the majority of your images. I think there were a few that I noticed that there are not any bunnies in it, but it might be because they're hidden somewhere else. And the image is relatively accurate for my doggie. My doggie was extremely happy at that time. She doesn't have any golden features, but she is pretty much white and or beige. And so, not too bad, not too bad. And like I said, the magic camera is pretty fun. And so let's get out of that. And then let's try to find a note-taking entry. So let's go down. Let's see. The note-taking is usually in red. So as you scroll down, just look for red. Boy, I did a lot here. I don't remember that. And then, let's see, this one. So this is a note-taking entry. You'll see a little red icon that kind of looks like a sound wave. And if you click on it, let's see, so this was labeled discussions on various topics. It was created by Rodrop via voice prompt. Hi, Roger, can you transcribe this meeting? It was June 14th. And I'm not sure why it's not loading up. There you go. It's just a little slow. And this kind of shows the sound waves. And this was kind of a funny one because this was a cartoon and it was coming from my laptop and it was very distorted. And it was there was a lot of background noise. So this probably why this sound wave is this looks this way. And then so the summary is down here. And whenever you transcribe or take notes for a meeting, you'll get a 5-bullet summary, which is kind of cool. And then you will have the opportunity to download the audio, and I think you can download the text, the transcription too. So you can just click on the download, and again, you can delete it if you want. And I like the summary. So this particular cartoon was the Jetsons, and it was about Rosie the robot. And the funny part is you learn a lot about cartoons when you do this because the summary is really kind of basically what it is. And what did I learn? Cartoons really don't have a lot of dialogue. It's very visual, and so a lot of the fun parts in the cartoon were not summarized because there was no audio. And so this one actually says there was conversation about pressing buttons and finger exercises. That was the Jetson family pushing buttons and watching an exercise routine through their television. And the mention of breakfast preparations and interactions with family members. This is where the idea about getting a robot maid came into play. References to a motor issue and discussions about getting a raise. Again, about Rosie Robot. Dialogue about antique machines and cooking. Again, about trying to get a robot maid and one that was affordable to the Jetsons. And then in the exchange about job opportunities and expressing gratitude. This was at the end when they realized that Rosie was a good fit for their family, and she helped George Jetson get a raise. There you go. That's I think that's the journal entries. The one thing about the journal entries is you will not see the connection interactions, and you will not see the translation of your conversations on the rabbit hole journal. Those two features or those two interactions do not appear in the journal.